So my good brother, what you want to talk about first, Hells, or we gonna go straight into Demon Slayer?
We can talk Hells first.
Okay, we're gonna talk Hells. Hell's Paradise. This new episode, episode 11, starts with the Bandy King hopping out the gate, fighting the Tenzin. How you feeling about the beginning of that fight going?
Yeah. No. So technically, it's not the Tenzin; it's the people under the Tenzin.
Facts, my bad. Play fuck up.
Yeah, yeah. And it's good to see mini bosses now, so we can so our main characters don't have to die.
hmm so Bandy King, he fighting Buddy and stuff, slashing him in the chest, and Buddy hitting him back, and he slowly but surely gaining like the power he got from when they try to turn him into what's it called, the elixir, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's crazy. This nigga, like, he adapts like an animal do, and when people adapt, it take years. Telling me, Buddy sat there and adapted in a day or two. That was kind of crazy to me. Did you like how that was, or you feel like they could have did that better how they did it?
No, that made sense. All that, like for the most part, that made sense. Like the way they would adapt all that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So that's happening, and then he's all the way maxed up now, and dude's trying to get back up, but it's too late. Bandit King brother already sliced off all the other demons, and then they go into the quick flashback. And shout out to that flashback, is one of our most viral videos right now. Talk about it. How did you feel about him slashing in his eye to protect his brother?
Yeah, no, the Bandit King definitely is one of those characters where you're like, damn, this guy's dope. Because the more you get to
Mm-hmm.
know him, the more you get to be like, yo, this guy, though he looks like Bakugo, it's still one of those things that you're like, man, that could be better. And you're like, it gets better every time you see him.
Mm-hmm. Literally. Shout out to Bandit King and his brother. They clip that dude out, and then we go to Gabimaru, and all of our other people go to the other fight. They're fighting or whatever, and then the monsters, they peep that that's May that's with them, and they come through and try to take her, and then they give the whole explanation. How did you feel when you found out that for May to be a Tenzin or whatever level they was trying to get her to, she basically had to have sex with one of them? How'd you feel about
Yeah, that's this guy made Chainsaw Man, so that's a thing.
that?
But it's one of those. It's one of the things in the story. So yin and yang, which is why you see the pink and yellow haired Tenzin, if you remember correctly. So I think it works out. If that's how you do it, that's how you do it. It's gonna be crazy, but
Well,
definitely
I didn't know I was on mute. I said bad. Literally, I agree with you. And then they try to steal, what's it called? They try to steal May, and Gabimaru goes into defense mode when he finds out
Terminator.
why and how the she got a turn. Like, do you feel like Gabimaru learned his powers too quick, or like I do, or are you content with how they did that?
no, it makes sense because if you ever look at remember the old guy, the one they keep on referencing,
Mm-hmm.
and that he can stab himself many times without dying or whatever.
Yeah.
He was the one teaching Gabimaru how to do everything. So,
Oh,
What's
so
up?
he was basically already learning Tao, is what you're saying.
so pretty much he taught him the principle of Tao,
Mm-hmm.
and Gabimaru just has to learn his teachings, like not relearn his teachings, but just think about everything he's learned in his life.
Yeah, it's just changed his mind around real quick, or like they was trying to tell him relax his mind, or how did they word it? Do you remember, Luis?
Uh,
Yeah, I caught up with the manga. I mean the anime, but I don't know whether I'm not yet with the manga.
Now
But
we're talking about the anime, the most recent episode.
oh, okay. You said he learned his powers too quick. Like, yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
do you
that.
feel like that?
Yeah, but then again, like he's been getting stronger with every fight that he's had. So
Mm-hmm.
I So I don't know
You're
if
already
like,
used to it, basically.
yeah, and like from what Glenn says, he kind of unlocked Tao with that.
Most definitely.
I really just think it's the old man, honestly. That's really what it is for me. I think it's the old man who clearly has been to this island before.
Yeah, and definitely every time they show him, it definitely looked like, yeah, this guy's a OG. I wish we see any type of fight from him.
Pretty much.
So my buddy learned Tao, and then he goes into it. So talk about the teamwork with him and the dude that got his hand cut off when they killed that guy. Gabumar got the butterfly fire thing going in the sky, and while Buddy split the other guy in half. Like, beautiful scene, man. Talk about it.
Nah, but I'ma say, uh, Dragon Blade is such a cool character because especially like the funny parts where the little girl is trying to tell him like strong, weak. He's like, I don't get it. Is this like a test? Do I not hit as hard?
Word, that shit was funny a little bit.
Do I
Yeah,
not?
'cause I'm like, girl, you're not even really explaining anything.
I kind of forgot what happened in the episode because I've been binge reading Chainsaw Man, and
Oh, it's
it's
all good.
pretty
I
good.
understand.
Yeah,
We'll
no.
even since you've
But
been
I
doing
kind of
that,
understand.
we'll even discuss it afterwards. So like, yeah. So they do that, and then it jumps into the next scene with Siguri and the rest of the team. They walk into. Do y'all remember what was the name of where they walked into? Did we even get a name?
Which
No.
one?
At the end, where Sigurd and the rest of the team pulled up and they saw that Tenzin and it took the wood thing's head off.
No, that was just where they were originally held up at. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
with like where the tree fed him.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought
that
they ended up where Gabimaru fought one of the Tenzin.
It's just it looks so beautiful. I was like, I thought they got to a new stage or something. You saw
not.
like all the orange doors and all of that.
I th- I don't. I don't remember. I remember they were just generally in the village from like a couple episodes ago.
Nah, I'm telling you, if y'all go look real quick at the end, that's how the doors open. They see a smiling Tenzin. He takes Buddy head off. That was ridiculous. Like at this, do you think they're gonna give Siguri the power boost of learning Tao? Because she's gonna need it if she doesn't get it. Even if she gets, I don't think she should go in. But if she doesn't get it, don't y'all think the tendency to just massacre all of them or will massacre all of them
Um, I don't think the Tenzin will massacre all of them.
in that scene right there? You either, Luis?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's understandable. What are we rating this week's episode?
Yo, I gotta give it. This one's definitely a 10, just because the fight, the fights we saw, this backstory. This is
Oh
like
yeah.
the fullest episode we've seen from Hell's since it started.
A full meal, basically.
Yeah, you got everything in this one. Plus, I mean,
The last two episodes was fire. Like they were going in on each other.
oh yeah. But I'm saying this is like the fullest episode. Like it had action, it had lore, it had everything.
Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense. I'll take it. So what do you? Oh, so what are you rating this week's episode, Luis?
Yeah, it's a 10.
2 10s. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a third 10. So this is the first 10 Hell's got from a group answer in like 3 weeks. It's been like 9 to 8.5 stuff like that. So shout out to Hell's Paradise. So where you at right now in Chainsaw Man Retro?
91.
What's going on again?
Let me see.
So this,
Uh, this is Power just drank Pochira to come back to life, and
Mm.
she tried to save Chainsaw Man, but then Maki convinced her to hand him over to her, and that's where I'm at.
Who all is Maki took over so far?
Maki took over a lot of people. Like basically, I think part of Gun Devil.
Mm.
part
Oh,
of
so
a
you already
spirit
saw her in
gathering.
Gun Devil's little spat.
Yeah.
Talk
So I
about how you
know,
feel about
yeah.
that part.
Finally met the Gun Devil. So he's just crazy. I don't get it though. She's controlling Gun Devil or a piece of him. I don't get it.
Everybody has a piece of him all over the country, pretty much, and whoever has the most pieces is the strongest one. You know?
Oh, I get it now. Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember. It was all distributed throughout the countries.
The countries, yeah. So in a way, it's like they're basically talking about like nuclear warfare, basically, like what's going on in the real world right now, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. And that was crazy to put it. To me, I always thought the Gun Devil was gonna be like a regular human who could possibly get really big like that. But for him to just be naturally big and it's like a billion guns, that was insane. Y'all
Yeah.
think Mop is gonna do it justice when they animate it?
Yeah,
Oh hell yeah.
Hmm.
hell yeah.
Most definitely. I can't wait for that. What other key points are y'all peeping in the manga right now? Or Katya? How y'all feel about what's her name? Atomic Bomb. What's her name? The the
Bomb
bomb
Devil
woman?
Typhoon, I think.
Hmm. How y'all feel about her?
Yeah, like, I liked her when she debuted. She was just like exploding shit, and she got away from the public safety division. But now she's just controlled by Makima, and,
Denji got
and
Denji
Denji
got
looks
finessed by
good as
yet
hell.
another woman.
Yeah, Denji got good. He got big as fuck. I think he's in his pure devil form now, which looks
Oh,
sick
so
as
you
fuck.
already seen him. You already seen him spazzing.
Yeah,
Did you like me think, damn, this girl quit and went to go take care of her family, and Denji came and found her and killed her whole family. Like what the hell?
yeah. At the diner, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
shit
that
was
shit was
wicked.
crazy. He was going, he was insane. Like he couldn't even think straight. But I'm gonna see what happens next. Right, it's getting interesting. I might catch up tonight to like the latest chapter.
Hmm. So wait, who all is died so far? I just want to know what I can say.
Who?
I said who all has died.
Who always dies?
I said who all has died. Like who's well, actually, like
Uh,
who's still alive in Denji's squad?
I think Aki died. I
Well, you saw that.
think Coney B died just now.
Talk about
Who
the
else?
whole Aki situation about how he just gave himself up like that. Like you feel like do you understand his decisions, both of y'all, or do y'all feel like he was shaking ass?
I think it could have been avoided, but with the future devil, apparently you can't avoid it. And he
Yeah,
just
because
gave
he already
up.
told him he was gonna die.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
What
his
about
life
you?
was already shortened, so it's just like it was gonna happen, but I think he could have been saved somehow.
Most definitely.
At least not go out the way he get one out.
Yeah. And then you tried to tell him like to wait to get out of that state of mind from the gun devil that possessed him, but he couldn't, so he had no choice.
RP my boy Aki, man. But let's get into the final part of this segment, the Demon Slayer 50-minute special. It was supposed to be 75. We did get a little bamboozled, but it was 50 minutes. How y'all
Yeah,
feel about it?
I was mad. That was gonna be 70. I was like, yo, what happened?
Yeah, how you gonna just tell? Yeah, that was a huge pump fake, most definitely.
Uh,
So it starts with the Love Hashira fighting Buddy, and it goes back to where we started with Ginyu throwing the wood piece. How did y'all feel about that chase? That was one hell of a demon, bro. He really did not want to die.
yeah, that's the first demon that just kept running around and uh then like but with the 50-minute episode, I think the last two episodes of the entertainment arc was way better. It was just like more epic.
Most definitely. Tandro fighting what's the name?
I forgot. There's the
Yeah, I
guy
don't know.
with
I feel
like
like
the
this was a
sickles.
little underwhelming. For a few moments, Tanjiro getting the new sword and cutting the demon's head off, amazing. The um the part when he almost squished Tanjiro's head. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes these shows just be a little. I know it's cartoons and anime. You know, animation is animated. It's animated. I'm not disrespecting cartoon, but it's like, damn. He was squishing the hell out of Tanjiro's head. Tanjiro's head should have just popped like a watermelon at that point. How the fuck did he make it through that? Or y'all are okay with that part?
Yeah, I thought he was
Well,
gonna get killed.
Yeah.
listen, Tanjiro clearly has a harder head than most people. That's why he headbutts the shit out of people.
Or plot armor.
Plot armor. Not once did I was scared to think anybody. I ain't gonna lie, I thought Nezuko was gonna go. After they saved her though, I might never have feared that somebody's gonna die in this show again, honestly. They don't kill nobody else. Well, never mind. They did take Rengoku. But they ain't, you feel me? I don't think they'll ever take any of these main characters. Y'all have
Yeah.
Yeah,
y'all both read it? Or y'all just watching like me?
I've read it.
Yeah, I read it. I forgot that Nezuko is able to stay out in the sun now. I forgot. I thought it happened at the end of the whole series.
Yeah. I'm only watching it and definitely like I thought she was gonna burn, but she didn't. So
No,
what's good, CJ? How y'all feeling about
What's going on,
my
everybody?
my boy
What's
Michael
good, bro?
Jackson's?
oh yeah, that was the sickest thing in the whole episode. I'm like, damn, this man was hiding in a small child's body.
No cap. Hey, didn't that remind you of like Pride a little bit?
Yeah, but that shit was sick.
He just took that. Okay, so look, you know how he has that power to just take people's heads off. Don't tell me if you already know, but don't that make him like impossible to fight? He doesn't have to really fight Tanjiro. Can he just cut his head off like he did them ladies?
I mean,
Oh,
Tanjiro had reflexes.
you said what?
Tanjiro had better reflexes than a
Oh,
couple.
so it's not just head taken off. You think he does like a visible line that takes the head off, basically? So
Like,
Tanjiro, huh?
it's like you can't compare. I guess in this case, like an athlete to just regular people. Regular people won't be able to do anything because they're not fighting demons on a regular basis.
That makes sense. That's very true. What about you, Eloise and CJ? How do y'all feel about that part with my boy Michael Jackson's backstory and him tweaking and finding out that Nesco's who he needs?
Yeah, I think it's gonna get crazy now. I think this is I think after this arc, this is the one where like he sends all of them, like the war starts or something, or it's after the training arc, right?
Oh, this is a war.
Yeah, the next two arcs are the Hashira training arc and the Infinite Castle arc.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That was very beautiful,
But
man.
that was crazy. Like he could have just waited until the doctor came up with a cure instead of just killing him.
Literally, the fact that the what? Literally. And the doctor could have helped you turn you or find you in Nezuko way earlier. You just went and did that stupid thing and bit the hand that feeds you, basically. Burned the bridge that didn't need to be burned. Now you
Yeah.
spent 1,000 years searching. Like, it's ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie though, I like the way they made the darkness look of all the souls that he took that was red and it was just him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the usage of the black and white too, they really did that. That was amazing to me. What other what other things do y'all want to point out from this um long episode, fake movie, or whatever you want to call it?
I forgot, like how is Genya able to use demon power again?
He eats demon flesh.
He eats their flesh?
Hmm.
Yeah, but how did he get that ability? Like I forgot in the
He just
backstory.
I've, he just found out how to do it. They don't really tell you in the arc yet.
Oh, okay. I forgot in the manga too, but yeah.
So, how y'all feeling about this 50-minute episode?
It was really good.
This should have been the movie. Not
I
that.
know, right? This should have been the Mugen Train, basically.
Literally, I would have took this at as the movie instead of what they did. That that was very pointless. Now that y'all put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. So, what are we rating this episode?
I give it a 9.
I give it a good 8.
What do y'all feel like is missing? What do y'all feel like could have gave it that 10?
Like
Because
I
to
would have
me, it had
wanted.
all of the things that we said Hell's Paradise had. So what do y'all think?
Yeah, I would have liked to see the same energy from the last week's episode of the entertainment arc in this
Yeah, the
episode.
same. Yeah, you're right. For it to be like a special, you was supposed to wow us for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, that's what it was. It's just the entertainment arc had like all the extra yelling and like,
It was Dragon Ball Z, like basically.
and this one was just chasing the demon while the Love Hashira off screen is fighting the big bad.
Yeah. And I liked how Tanjiro wasn't beat up and fucked up again. Like he was able to move throughout that whole arc. Because I was getting pissed off. This dude gets knocked out once, or
He was
he's
still a
just
little
not.
beat up though. That leg, oh my
Yeah,
god! When he first broke, like sprained it or whatever.
yeah.
Hey y'all, let's talk. One more thing. I ain't gonna lie. If Nezuko would have died, I would have never forgave him. You
That
heard
would
me?
have been really sad. Yes,
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? What were y'all doing in that situation? Talk about it.
I would
honestly,
have like taken off my clothes and covered her first of all, and then went after the dude.
Something. What the hell?
Yeah, but she kicked him though. It wasn't his fault. She kicked him like mad
After he's
hard.
sitting there taking 10 hours to decide. At this point, I'm gonna die and they gonna die.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness, man, that's so crazy. But nah, so we're giving it a what that comes out to what, like a 8.5.
No, I still give it a 9.
9. Glenn gave it an 8. I'm giving, you feel me, and I'm indifferent between both of
Yeah.
your answers. I feel like it'll be
No,
perfect at like an 8.5.
no, that's good.
Yeah, and I'm not even gonna ask my favorite question: Hell's or Demon? I know y'all gonna say Hell's Paradise. We've been doing it for weeks. I don't think one more episode will
I think
change up.
animation wise, Demon Slayer is a 10, and then
But overall, like a full meal.
I would have to see the end of this arc for Paradise first.
If we're
Understandable.
comparing the two, Demon Slayer is a great looking plate that tastes trash. Where Hell's Paradise, it looks trash, but it tastes great.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say Demon Slayer is trash, but it's just like it doesn't have that extra ingredient that Hell's Paradise has. That's what I
Yeah,
would call it.
honestly, I'm
But
happy. I'm happy for
I know
y'all
what you
because
mean.
like y'all, from what I'm hearing, like it's finally starting to get better. Because I've been trying to find a reason to get back into watching it, even though I'm. That's why I like being quiet in rooms. But that's all. This is actually making
Yeah.
me somewhat interested to start watching, pick it up again.
Yeah, that's why I waited like until I can binge a bunch of episodes to kind of get like where it's at. So that's how
the
I like because I saw the
the
first
sad thing
episode,
is,
but like yeah, it took me like it's better to binge it that way you get everything and you reach that episode where it's like, this is Hell's Paradise now.
Okay, okay. We talking about Demon Slayer, or Hell's
the
Paradise. Hell's Paradise. I'll take that week by week. That shit's fire.
Yeah.
That's
the
a
sad
fact.
thing is about Demon Slayer. It just kind of falls into the Attack on Titan thing, where the first two seasons aren't bad, but they're not super good, and it and now from this point forward, I've like this season's really good because they were able to do stuff, but for the next couple seasons, they're gonna go